That's got to be pretty much every guitar player's favorite riff. Smoke on the Water ain't got nothing on that riff. But anyway, hey, how you doing? Thank you for watching Cars Guitar Channel. I'm Shawn Staples, Cars man out here in Hollywood, California, and bringing you the best of guitar history. And today we're talking about Hendrix, and again, of course, I mean, come on, how can we stop talking about Hendrix? And so Carr wanted me to show you this rare album I have. This is a rare album, Band of Gypsys 2. And the reason why this album is so rare is because on the inside it has the songs that are written on the label are not the songs that are on the vinyl. And so this particular album has gone up to $700 to $900 on eBay. This personally is the first time I've taken out I have plastic cases for my rare albums, and this is the first time I've taken it out of the plastic wrap. Pretty much 20-30 years, and I did exclusively for Cars Guitar Channel. And so Car's always going to bring you the latest of everything. Please subscribe. I mean, there's so much cool stuff coming up. So Hendrix is, if I was to pick personally who would be the innovator, and there's only 3 to choose from, I believe, and that would be Les Paul from the 50s, late 40s, early 50s, Jimi Hendrix from the 60s, and Eddie Van Halen. All of them contributed so much selfishly to the guitar that it's hard to pick which one was the best. But I choose Jimi Hendrix because Jimi Hendrix he just took it to the next level instantly. There was no gradual periods, like boom in your face. So enjoy another great video. According to legendary drummer Carmine Appice, Jimi Hendrix wasn't a fan of Led Zeppelin. He thought they stole from everybody. This is what Carmine Appice had to say. Jimi Hendrix personally told me that he didn't like Zeppelin because they were like excess baggage and they stole from everybody. You Shook Me was on Jeff Beck's record. Dazed and Confused has a bit of the Vanilla Fudge sound on it and has parts of Beck's Bolero on it. I think I was told by a member of the band that the Good Times, Bad Times riff came from Tim Bogart's bass line. We used to go and sit on the side of the stage and watch Zeppelin. We hung out in the dressing rooms, and we built a great relationship with them. However, Jimi Hendrix equipment manager Eric Barrett claimed that Hendrix did listen to Led Zeppelin, among other things. According to the book Hendrix, a biography by Chris Welch from 1972, Jimmy's favorite bands were Chicago. He loved Terry Kath, their guitarist. He loved Led Zeppelin and Cream. He played their albums a lot. His hero was Bob Dylan. I don't know if he ever met him, but he was his hero, and he did All Along the Watchtower. Jimmy's only top 40 hit, by the way. It made it to Billboard charts at number 20. He could never remember the words. He used to sing the first verse 4 times. Yes, indeed, Jimi Hendrix played an instrumental version of Cream's Sunshine of Your Love on BBC's Happening for Lulu show in January 1969. I mean, how cool is that? The band stopped midway through an attempt at their first hit, Hey Joe, and then launched into Sunshine of Your Love as a tribute to the recently disbanded band Cream, until producers stopped the performance prematurely because the unplanned performance precluded Lulu's usual closing number. Hendrix was told that he would never work at the BBC again. There's a clip of Jeff Beck talking about Hendrix telling him, "That lick you play on Happening 10 years time ago, I swiped it to use on one of mine." Apparently, Hendrix wasn't saying it maliciously. He made the point that they borrowed from each other. So this sounds kind of weird that Hendrix would have criticized Led Zeppelin for borrowing music from other artists. Yes, Led Zeppelin used what they liked from other bands, but it would be hard to say that they didn't make it all their own. Anyway, other bands did exactly the same, and it was something of a tradition in the blues. Unfortunately, Led Zeppelin 3 came out a month later after Jimi Hendrix's death, and he would have only heard their first 2 albums. It's well known that Jimi Hendrix admired John Bonham's playing. Hendrix considered Bonzo an absolute master of the drum kit. What Bonzo did with one bass drum, most supposedly great, drummers couldn't do with 2. Jimmy said as much to Robert Plant, saying Bonzo had a foot like a jackrabbit. Jimi Hendrix also admired Robert Plant's singing, so it looks like Jimmy enjoyed Led Zeppelin very much as a band. But at the time Led Zeppelin appeared on the music scene, Jimi Hendrix was already the biggest rock star in the world, the world's highest paid performer, and his records and enormous commercial success. In April 1970, just a few months before Jimmy died, the British music journalist Keith Altham asked Jimi Hendrix, "What do you think of Led Zeppelin?" And Jimmy just replied, "I don't think much of Led Zeppelin. I don't think much of them. Jimmy Page is a good guitar player." Jimi Hendrix was pretty humble and complimentary of most of the great guitarists of the time, calling both Carlos Santana and Johnny Winter the greatest of all time. Besides, he was locked into the myth that he was the greatest guitar player on earth, and was probably hesitant to express appreciation of a genuine rival for the title. Jimmy Page, in his turn, called Jimi Hendrix the most amazing guitarist he ever heard. Jimmy Page told that he listened to Hendrix records, but unfortunately never met him, just saw him once in a club in New York. When Jimmy Page was asked, "As a producer, what do you think of his records?" Page replied, "I thought they were excellent. Oh yeah, Jimmy's drummer Mitch Mitchell was also a man inspired. He never played the drums like that or before or since. He played some incredible stuff." So apparently, when Jimmy Page was forming Led Zeppelin, he was looking for an amazing drummer for his band and got John Bonham. In a lot of bands, you may have one or two excellent players, where in Led Zeppelin, you had four amazing artists, a truly great band.